Hello students, welcome to class 9 standard. We are going to learn mathematics with the same mode of online learning. Myself KNB Rao will be teaching you class 9 standard mathematics. Children, in today's session I would like to explain you about what is the syllabus present in class 9th and what are all the chapters that we have got, and later we will move on with any one specific chapter in our next session onwards. Coming to the syllabus, we have got in class 9 standard as per CBSE course structure 6 units, where unit number 1 number system carries 8 marks, unit 2 algebra is for 17 marks, unit number 3 coordinate geometry will carry 4 marks, and in class 9 standard very important chapter is geometry chapter, rather I can say it is very important unit is geometry. Then that geometry carries 28 marks, and 5th unit is mensuration, it carries 13 marks, and last unit 6th unit is probability, statistics and probability will be of 10 marks. Put together 6 units you will be writing for 80 marks. Then coming to the chapters and their content. You have got totally 15 chapters. Chapter 1 is number system. This number system chapter supposed to be completed in 18 periods of regular class with a time interval of 40 minutes each. So, if it is online, we may take little more time, as we are doing videos for 20 minutes. At the most, we have the chance of stretching to 30 minutes. So, in this number system chapter, you have got mainly 7 subtopics. In that, introduction, irrational numbers, real numbers and their decimal expansions, representing real numbers on the number line, operations on real numbers, loss of exponents for real numbers. These are the main important subtopics. Moving on to the next chapter number 2. Chapter number 2 is polynomials. This is supposed to be taught in 23 periods of 40 minutes each. In this polynomials, you have got mainly further 6 subtopics. They are introduction, polynomials in one variable, zeros of a polynomial, remainder theorem, factorization of polynomials, and algebraic identities will be the main important subtopics. Third chapter in class 9th is coordinate geometry. This coordinate geometry is supposed to be taught in 6 periods of 40 minutes each. In this coordinate geometry, subtopics are introduction, Cartesian system, plotting a point in the plane if its coordinates are given. These are the important subtopics. Then moving on to the fourth chapter, which is linear equations in two variables. This is supposed to be completed in 14 periods of 40 minutes each, where subtopics of this fourth chapter, linear equations in two variables, are introduction, linear equations, solution of a linear equation, graph of a linear equation in two variables, equations of lines parallel to x axis and y axis. So, finally, we will have summary of this. Moving on to the fifth chapter. Fifth chapter is Introduction to Euclid's Geometry, which is supposed to be taught in 6 regular periods, and subtopics of this Introduction to Euclid's Geometry are Introduction, Euclid's definitions, meaning of axioms and postulates, equivalent versions of Euclid's fifth postulate. These are the main important subtopics. Moving on to the sixth chapter, which is lines and angles. In this sixth chapter, lines and angles, which is supposed to be taught in 13 regular periods, the subtopics are introduction, basic terms and definitions, intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines, pairs of angles, parallel lines and a transversal, lines parallel to the same line, angles and property of a triangle. These are the very important subtopics of this chapter, lines and angles. Moving on to the chapter number 7. Chapter number 7 is triangles, which is supposed to be taught in 20 regular periods, where the subtopics are introduction, congruency of triangles, criteria for congruency of triangles, some properties of a triangle, some more criteria for congruency of triangles, inequalities in a triangle. These are the important subtopics. Moving on to the 8th chapter, called quadrilaterals, which is supposed to be taught in 10 regular periods. Subtopics are introduction, angles and property of a quadrilateral, types of quadrilaterals, properties of a parallelogram, another condition for a quadrilateral to be a parallelogram, and the midpoint theorem. Here you could see the new word called theorem. Okay, you will be learning them. Okay, meaning of that theorem from this class 9th onwards. Then moving on to the 9th chapter, areas of parallelograms and triangles. This chapter to be taught in 7 regular periods, and subtopics are introduction, figures on the same base and between the same parallels, parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels, triangles on the same base and between the same parallels. So, here figures, parallelograms and triangles between the same bases and same parallels. Between the same parallels and with the same base will give the areas being one way related. So, you will be learning that. Coming to the chapter number 10 of your class 9th is circles. It is supposed to be taught in 15 regular periods of 40 minutes each. Subtopics are introduction, circles and its related terms, angles obtained by a chord at a point, perpendicular from the center of a chord, circle passing through 3 points, equal chords and their distances from the center, angles obtained by an arc of a circle, and cyclic quadrilaterals. These are the important subtopics of this chapter, circles. Moving on to the chapter number 11. Chapter number 11 is practical geometry, that is constructions. This is to be taught in 10 regular periods. Here subtopics are introduction, basic constructions and some constructions of triangles. Some more constructions apart from the constructions of a triangle that you have learned in class 7, you will be learning in this class 9. Moving on to the chapter number 12, you have got chapter number 12 called Heron's formula, which is supposed to be taught in 4 regular periods of 40 minutes each. And here subtopics are in this chapter: introduction, area of a triangle by Heron's formula, applications of Heron's formula in finding areas of quadrilaterals. Then moving on to the 13th chapter, which is called surface areas and volumes. This chapter to be taught in 12 regular periods of 40 minutes each, and subtopics are introduction, surface area of a cuboid and a cube, surface area of a right circular cylinder, surface area of a right circular cone, surface area of a sphere, volume of a cuboid and a cube, volume of a cylinder, volume of a right circular cone and volume of a sphere. So mainly we will be learning about cuboid and cube, both surface area and volume, right circular cylinder, right circular cone and sphere. Now moving on to the 14th chapter called statistics. In this 14th chapter, which is supposed to be taught in 13 periods of regular, where subtopics introduction, collection of data, presentation of data, graphical representation of data, measures of central tendency, which is a very important topic. Further in class 10th, we will be learning in detail about measures of central tendency. Here you will be moving on with this important topic, central tendency, in class 10th. So these are the subtopics that you have got in class 9th statistics. Then last chapter called probability, which is supposed to be taught in 9 regular periods. Subtopics are introduction, probability, an experimental approach, and further you will be having summary. So these are the chapters that you have got in your class 9 standard. Apart from these 15 chapters, you have got 2 appendices. Appendices means the further important learnings required to get ease with the content in class 9th. That appendix number 1 is proofs in mathematics. Why do you require proofs in mathematics? Means children, out of 15 chapters, 7 chapters are from geometry unit. So there you are going to do proofs of so many geometrical statements. So I said theorem, that word meaning, axioms meaning, postulates meaning, and definable terms, undefinable terms, you will be coming to know through this appendix 1. Here main subtopics are introduction and mathematically acceptable statements, deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, theorems and conjectures and axioms, and methods of proofs. You will be learning out of this appendix 1. Then you have got appendix number 2. That appendix number 2 is introduction to mathematical modeling. What is the meaning of this mathematical modeling? Children, in this present generation, Just learning information is not sufficient. Apart from this learning information, you should be in a position to use it in your day-to-day life. To make you prepared for using the content learned in mathematics in day-to-day life, you require compulsory somewhere that practical approach. That practical approach, doing practicals, there the mathematical modeling comes. So, it is one way, whatever theoretically learnt, using them in practicals such as finding the height of a pillar, finding the volume of a water tank that you have got in your home, or finding the space available in your cupboard or a trunk box, or finding the volume of the swimming pool. Such things will be doing in this mathematical modeling. One way it is related to practicals. Okay. Here in this appendix 2, introduction to mathematical modeling, review of word problems, some mathematical models, process of modeling, its advantages and limitations, you will be coming to know through this appendix. These are self-explanatory topics with the content provided. If you go through, you will definitely understand the meaning of them, how to do mathematical modeling and all. Anyways, we will be discussing wherever it is required. Now, you have got 6 units but 15 chapters. Let me tell you under which unit what are all the chapters are included. Now, coming to the unit number 1, number system, which carries 8 marks. Under this unit, you have got a chapter called number system, chapter number 1. Then, under unit number 2, algebra, which carries 17 marks. Under this unit, you will be learning chapter number 2, polynomials, and chapter number 4, linear equations in 2 variables. Now, moving on to the third unit called coordinate geometry. This carries 4 marks. Under this unit, you have got only one chapter called coordinate geometry, and it is a third chapter. Now, moving on to the fourth unit called geometry, which carries 28 marks, has got 7 chapters. They are introduction to Euclid's geometry, chapter number 5, lines and angles, 6th chapter, triangles, 7th chapter, quadrilaterals, 8th chapter, areas of parallelograms and triangles, 9th chapter, circles, 10th chapter, constructions, 11th chapter. So, these 7 chapters will come under the unit geometry. So, I can say 50% of your syllabus speaks about geometry. Now, most of the class 9 standard students feel difficult here. If you start loving geometry, you can definitely make it as a strongest point of your learning, and geometry definitely helps you in improving your analytical thinking. So, one should love it for further making it easy. Okay. Now, 5th unit is mensuration. This mensuration carries 13 marks. In this 13 marks, for that 13 marks I mean, you have to learn 2 chapters. Chapter 1, Heron's formula, and chapter number of Heron's formula is 12. and 13th chapter surface areas and volumes. So, these two chapters are under mensuration unit you will be learning. Then moving on to the last unit called statistics and probability. You have got chapter number 14. This statistics and probability carries 10 marks means children, and here you have 14 chapter statistics and 15 chapter probability will be learning under this unit number 6, statistics and probability. Now here I would like to tell you how CBSE is going to give you question paper for class 9 standard, or how CBSE expects the question paper for class 9 standard. So, question paper design class 9th 2021 I am giving, yet 21-22 is not published. More or the less you will have similar question paper pattern and question paper design. You will have your final exam conducted for 3 hours for maximum marks 80. It is supposed to have remembering type, understanding type for 43 marks with a weightage of 54%, applying, that is applications, for 19 marks with a weightage of 24%, and third level of thinking, third level of competition or cognitive, we say in psychological terms, we say that level third includes analyzing, evaluating, creating. Creating comes under modelings. So, analyzing, evaluating, creating, under this level you will be having 18 marks with a weightage of 22%. So, put together 80 marks of your question paper will be divided into 3 levels. So, remembering, understanding 43 marks sake, applications 19 marks, and analyzing, evaluating, creating for 18 marks. Then children, what about rest of the 20 marks? Normally any exam supposed to be for 100 marks, right? So, in 100 marks you have got a theory paper for 80 marks. So, what about the 20 marks? This is the question mark, correct? See, I am going to tell you what will come for this 20 marks. For the 20 marks you have got internal assessment. This 20 marks internal assessment will be further subdivided into pen paper test and multiple assessment. Both will be 5 plus 5. You will have got pen paper test for 5 marks and multiple assessment for 5 marks, and portfolio maintenance for 5 marks, lab practical activities to be done from the prescribed books for 5 marks. So, you have got a lab for 9th standard onwards, you have got a mathematical lab and practicals in it, and you need to do just like physics, chemistry, biology, computer science, you will be doing practicals in mathematics and maintaining mathematics practical lab manual. Okay. So, which carries 5 marks. Here I am telling you the prescribed books of class 9 standard, as they said, you can download them from internet. Here prescribed books, first one your mathematics textbook published by NCERT, then guidelines for mathematics laboratory in schools published by CBSE, laboratory manual for mathematics for the secondary stage published by NCERT, and very important mathematics exemplar problems book published by NCERT. Most of your questions from the mathematics textbook and will be from mathematics Mathematics Exemplar Problems book. In class 8th, I have discussed for few chapters exemplar problems from the NCERT publication book. So, this year also you need to do them. Anyways, in our next session, I will explain you about how we will be going about learning of these units. Children, in our next session will be starting from the concepts present in unit number 5. I would like to start from the mensuration unit, and that is Heron's formula chapter. I will be discussing first. I will complete that unit, that is Heron's formula as well as surface areas and volumes. Then I will come to number system. Okay. So, in today's session I explained you all about the syllabus present, chapters present, and the question paper model and books that you have to have with you. Okay. So, with this I will wind up today's session, and good luck for your class 9 standard. Though we are doing online mode of learning, we will not leave any stone unturned, untouched. We will be virtually present and learning thoroughly the syllabus present in class 9 standard. You are free enough to fall back to me to get clarifications of your doubts on these topics that we are going to learn. Okay. Wishing you good luck for your class 9 standard. Jai Hind. Thank you.